Hello everyone, Ceri the Crafter here, that's C-E-R-I the Crafter, and yep, yeah, got it. It's collage time with Margarete Miller again. We get pretty close to the end. I was saying we're on 47 at the moment. It's getting been a very chunky monkey this, isn't it? Yep, we're on 47, so let's get rid of the bookmark. Let's lift this up for you to have a look at. There you go. Right, let's see if I can remember where the spacing was. I've got a feeling that was all in shot. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that one. Thank you for liking that one, by the way. I like that one, and it was a really fresh change from that one. But there you go. We leapt ahead, leaps and bounds, and it was slightly different than that one. So I'm glad that you like what I like. And you know where I'm going. I've lost the plot on how to speak again. So we've got the normal things with us. We've got a scissors, we've got a scraper, we've got a tear ruler, we've got a glue book, and we've got a glue stick. And I've got other glues over there in my trolley, just in case we need them. You never know what's going to crop his head up. So let's take a little bit of a look at what I pulled out. So the first prompt was something mechanical. And I just happened to have this in my stash, and I went, if that's not mechanical, I don't know what is. So I like that, and it's a good size for this page, and it's got a line down there, so I might actually be using half and half. I quite like the idea of that. Next on it was schematic. So I had this from a previous one. I seem to remember using this earlier on, and these are each schematics from an engineering book, and I quite like the fact that it's got symbols and stuff on it, so those may play quite a major part in the background. Something smooth. This one was kind of tricky, but I pulled it off. These ceramics are smooth, a mirror is smooth, and these tiles are smooth. I think we're going to go with the tiles because I think all the ceramics, because I think this is not really in keeping. Actually, let's just put it in the parking lot immediately. This sort of goes with the sort of industrial mechanical feel that this spread is going to have, I believe. Next is a piece of newspaper. Well, I have newspaper. This is from 2002. There you go. Bits of newspaper there, bits of newspaper. All naturally browned. This is certainly not me coffee dyeing it or anything. I use this to wrap up some stuff. So we'll use chunks of this, if not big chunks of this. So we'll use that. Handwriting. Okay. This is one of the pages of Gail Augustinelli, one of her digitals, and I always forget to check which one it is, but if you go to Gail Augustinelli on Etsy, it's called Cinnamon Tea, or just search Gail Augustinelli on there, and you'll find she's got some digitals, and she's got some vintage recipes, she's got vintage prescriptions. There's some really nice stuff. I normally print this onto coffee dye paper, but this is as it comes off, straight printed from the digital. So it is a pale, but it's not, as you can see, it's not paper white, but it is slightly aged. So yes, loving that. That's my handwriting. And a polka dot. Polka dot, I didn't really have anything pretty, so I found these dots on a bit of coffee dye paper, and I went, you know, those are dots and the polka, and they're going on this. That's where that's coming from. The only extra thing I really pulled in is I found some of these words like engines and industrial and industry, and I thought I might try and focus on that sort of rawness of this. Not sure where I'm going with it, but that sort of feel to it anyway. And then I did pull in this big old stencil because I thought if we're going industrial, I'm going to put some big bold numbers on this page as well. So, right. I think all that needs to be done is me to be quiet and get on with it, really. So I'm just going to cover. I'm not going to actually spend too much time thinking about it because, as you've seen by numerous others of my spreads in this series, I do tend to put a lot on a page. So I'm going to just stick that right down on that page and then just keep on adding as I go along. I must admit, as you know, I'm filming ahead, so I've already done one of these today. It seems weird to do more than one in a day because I'm used to doing them once a week. I have tried doing a couple a week recently just to get myself ahead for the holiday season, because we know the pressures of work are going to be such that I don't want to fall behind. I mean, I do a challenge, I take it on, and I do it 100%. So if I'm going to do the challenge, I will do it correctly. Right, I think I'm going to tear this one in half, or near enough half, or a third and 2/3. And I'm going to, oh, that was a good guess. And I'm going to use it on that page. Purely because I really like this digital. It can go in the box. I really like this digital and I like it as a foundation. I'm probably going to keep this bit for an upper layer. So let's pop this down. I was binge watching the other day some of the other people's collages that they've done, their challenges. I'm still absolutely amazed. Well, I don't know why I'm amazed by it, but I am amazed at how different people can interpret just the same prompts every single time. It's the same prompts, but it's just so differently interpreted. Right, I'm going to actually take some of this and put this on because I don't really want the newspaper to be an upper layer. I'd quite like it to be a lower layer, and I don't know that I really want coloured newspaper, so I'm going to tear that off so it's on the other side of these. Maybe I'll put those back where I need them. Right, maybe I'll take a bit of each of those and spread that across. I'm trying to be a bit more balanced with where I put things on the pages, so let's come in here and put this on with some glue. So yeah, 47, good grief, that means there's only 5 more to go, and I don't mind putting this upside down, that was on purpose. Only 5 more to do and we've done it. And if I remember right, the last collage is for the week of Christmas, so I'm gonna do the obvious. I'm gonna do the end of this challenge. I think I'm going to do as a Christmas collage, because why not? It's Christmas week. I will do my best to do that as a Christmas collage anyway, depending on what Christmas stuff I've got around to collage with, though. I don't tend to have a huge amount of Christmas stuff with me on a regular basis, but we'll see what I come up with. And that can go in the box as well. Right, that's those two, so let's put the newspaper to one side because it's a big lot of newspaper and it's getting in my way, so that's to one side. I know I've got it on there. Let's pull in some of the polka dot stuff, I think. Polka dot, how big are you? You are that perfect size, I've got to love you for that. Right, so that's going to go across the top. It's a bit thicker paper, or it's almost cardstock, so I want to make sure it's got enough glue to hold it down. Let's get the smoother. Yeah, I'm quite surprised how thick this has become. It's quite a chunky monkey. I do have. I don't have any reservations that the Sparrow is going to hold it because it expands with it, and I'm quite happy with that. Right, this bit looks like it was just made to fit in there. So what about if I just continue the tear down? And do that as a whole strip right down there. And that's exactly the right height for the page. How freaky is that? So let's just get that one in place then. There you go. So how is everyone doing? I'm being a little lax on getting the comments sorted because everything is just becoming crazy now because of Christmas, holiday season, workloads are getting larger. Everything is coming back into play. As far as Britain is concerned, I think the planet is just going to have to. We're just coming back, basically. It's what am I trying to say here? Yes, the pandemic is here. I honestly, heart of hearts, hope we don't go into another lockdown before Christmas. I am filming ahead on this one, as you know, so I'm hoping that when I'm talking here I'm not eating my words, because we are already back in lockdown. The government has kind of mentioned that we may be back in lockdown, but I wouldn't want to be an official or a government member if they put Britain back into lockdown, because I really think there'd be riots. I really honestly do think there will be riots. I'm liking that tear, and I think I might want to try and get it across the bottom of there. Yeah, I really do fear that if Britain went into lockdown again, there would certainly be, well, it wouldn't be a pretty place to be around, let's put it that way. There would definitely be riots and rebellion amongst the people. I don't know, maybe I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I know we're doing it for the safety of the people and of the vulnerable, and for national health. We're trying to protect the resources we have, but people do not give up their freedom willingly. And sometimes, well, not sometimes, a lot of the time, people are selfish and they don't care about the bigger picture. They just care about themselves. And it's a sad state of affairs, but that is exactly what it is about for them. They feel they have a right. They feel that it's never going to affect them, that it's not aimed at them. And these are the very same people who then get ill and are actually then draining the resources we do have. I mean, the government is doing the best the government can do. I mean, we know that we've not been through this before. I mean, historically, we've been through plague and famine and flood and fire and everything, but we've not been through this before. There's another schematic on the back of it. We've not had this virus before. We've had other viruses. We know over the test of time, things will resolve themselves to a certain degree. We will find our way forward. We are still relatively young to this. I mean, it's, 18 months, nearly 2 years. And I do think we're just relatively new to it. We will find a way forward, though. I have no doubts whatsoever. So anyway, enough from that sour note from me. Right, I'm wondering whether I want to pop that in there. I think I do. I think I'll tear that little bit off there. I want to just give this a bit of a grungy up on the side, because that little bit of white is going to really annoy me if I see it after I've stuck this down. Christmas shopping is in full flow with everybody out there. As you know, I work in a supermarket or a grocery store 2 nights a week. There's more Christmas than Santa can ring a bell at, I tell you. It just always seems to be about chocolates and alcohol, which it isn't all about chocolates and alcohol, but everyone seems to be shopping crazy for chocolates and alcohol. Do we really need to be that obese? So, sounds a bit judgmental of me yet again, doesn't it? I'm beginning to be a bit cynical in my old age, maybe. Will I be drinking at Christmas? Yeah, but as with most things, in moderation. Will I be eating tons and tons of chocolate at Christmas? Actually, I don't tend to eat that much chocolate at Christmas. It's weird. It's almost as if I abstain from eating chocolate at Christmas, because I don't want to stuff myself at Christmas and then the first thing I do is feel bad about it in the spring and have to go on a diet. So, I don't know. Is that just me sounding a bit too much like a goody two-shoes? Right, we're up to, I've got a gap there. And we're kind of building. Right, let's have a little bit of a stop break at the moment and reread what I've got on here. Something mechanical isn't yet on here, but arguably all of these are mechanical. Schematic, definitely got schematics. Something smooth isn't on there. Piece of newspaper is on there. Handwriting is definitely on there. Polka dots are on there. Right, let's address the industry side of it. And as I said, I'm going to tear this down there and put this in 2 places, because why not? And I'm just going to get the edges of those just to get that whiteness gone. And I don't mind that they've got clean, sharp edges on these. I'm okay with that. It goes that way up, does it? Oh, maybe I had them the wrong way up before. Okay. Ta-da. There you go. Well, it's going up that way for me anyway. Sorry, having a thoughtful moment, guys. Actually, I needed to put the numbers in. Hold fire on that thought, Griffiths. Right, let's pull this down a bit. I wanted to put the industrial numbers in the background. I knew there was something I was missing. So I'm just using black archival, and I'm going to use a brush. And I'm just going to come in and put some numbers on here. Now, I don't mind that they're not solid numbers. I would probably be happier if they're not solid numbers. I'm looking for more of a like inning grey industrial metallic type look to them. I mean, they'll be seen. I know they'll be seen, but I don't want them really hard. There you go. That's sort of what I'm looking for. And I think I'm just going to put this group of numbers in here, if I can get them straight on the page, just to give this whole page a bit of, well, I keep saying the word industrial, and that's exactly what I mean about it. Just do that one because I've got that one a bit messy anyway. I've chosen this ink pad because I've got a new archival black and this one is nearly run out, and I chose it on purpose because I didn't want the hard numbers. That I feel is enough. Let's put that there, that there, that down there. Right, now we can come, let's move this back up again. Well, I was going to put that in the top corner. Let's get a fresh book page. So hopefully I'm in screen for this. As you know, I can't actually see 100% of what I've got on screen. I might actually just put that there. I'm thinking I might use a little bit of washi on here on some of these edges, but I'm unsure about that yet. My gut wants to put that down there. I think I want to put on sideways. So back to the whole Christmas thing. My family is really, really small. So small that there's only two of us. There's my sister and I. So Christmas is not a huge affair. We do have two friends that we invite around for Christmas dinner, because if I'm going to cook Christmas dinner, I might as well cook Christmas dinner for 4 than 2, and it means we do get to see our friends. So I've got people coming around for Christmas Day with us, Christmas dinner, so that's always nice to see them. And one of them lives in Ireland. She travels over a couple of times a year, and it's her and her sister that we actually invite over. I'll just put that down up there. This page, to me, is screaming that it's lacking a focal point. So we might actually have to think of something. Well, not we. I'll have to think of something, because by the time you actually see this, you won't be able to comment on it. I pretty much covered up all the numbers I just put on there. That doesn't mean I can't re-stencil some of them over the top. We've done that sort of thing before. So that's smooth. I might just put this in, because basically I've got it in my hand. So that's pop. It's sticking to me. I'm getting way sticky fingers at this moment in time. I wonder how many glue sticks a crafter goes through in their life. That's a thought and a half, isn't it? Right, I know I've got words to go on here, but I think let's check we've got all the prompts. Something mechanical, definitely. Some schematics got it. Something smooth got it. Newspaper got it. You can barely see it, but it is there. handwriting definitely, polka dots got it. So we have done everything we need to do. Now I want to add the words I pulled out. And I'm thinking that needs to go across there. I'm trying to think what I would use as a focal point if I reach for one, which I think I'm pretty much going to have to, because this is smacking of really needing a focal point. And do I want to do something expected? Do I want to do something unexpected? Do I want to put something that's to do with industry? Do I want to do something that's not to do with industry? Well, that's Biscuit in the garden. There you go, Darcy. That's Biscuit saying hello. Again. Right, I think I want this one down that side. I just thought, I wonder whether I've got any Tim Holtz people that look like mechanics or workmen. Do you know where I'm going with that? I have to have a little look. Right. Do you see what I mean? Let's pull it down a bit so you can see it. Do you see what I mean? It's missing something. It's definitely missing a focal point. I'm very tempted to black edge this as well, so I'll have to have a think about that. I really like the numbers, and if I'm going to put the numbers back in, I might actually put them in a different place and actually use the newer ink pad to really make these pop. Why do I say pop? I hate saying the word pop. Let me get the new ink pad. Right, new Arcadia black. This one's going to be black. Right, let's just think about, I think I'm going to re-establish the 4, 5, 7, 8 here, because I quite like that. Yeah, it's a bit darker than the other one. I thought it was doing right by having the numbers in the background. Maybe they needed to be in the foreground. Okay, that works. What were these? This was, let's just re-establish the numbers I had in the first place and then decide whether I need to add any more. Right, that's where I was before. And actually I might put the 2 in there as well, which wasn't in the original. Right, this stencil's going to need a wipe. Okay. I think I need a number over there. A bit limited as to which numbers I can put so close to the edge. You know, I'm not going to try it, because if I do, I could end up breaking my stencil. I love that stencil. I'm not going to break that stencil. I wonder whether I can just take the excess on here and just... No, I'll do that later. Or we'll do it later. I'll do it with you later. Right. So I'm looking at this. Let's see if I can just take a bit of this and give this a black edge. Try and get this really, really industrial. I do have rubber stamps that are pipes and cogs and things like that, but I'm not sure I would get a good stamping onto the surfaces here. I'm quite liking the dirtiness of this page, and it's not grungy at all, guys. This is just looking like a dirty page, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Now, part of me in my brain is going, do I want to try and make this like a period? In that I mean like workhouses and child labour and things like that, because I think some of the children in the Tim Holtz collection look as if they're from that sort of period. That looks a bit too controlled. That's fine, I can dust it up. So, right, let's find Mr. Tim Holtz. Let's see. I've got this idea that maybe I can have maybe 3 children perched around this. I don't know whether that's something. I don't know. I'm just playing with this idea. Like, he's quite cute. He's trying to be a grown-up, so I can't see her in the workhouses, but... And do I want them to be all boys? Why do I think I had a dog in here somewhere? Sorry, I'm slightly off screen down here, but you're probably catching the edges of what I'm doing. Actually, there's a lad in a flat cap. Let's take that boy off. He looks a bit too pretty. I don't think he's worked in industry. I did have a dog. There you go. I might put the dog in here as well. Not sure the girl with the doll is the right idea. See if I find another little girl that might slot in here. They're all looking far too pretty. I wonder whether she might work. And she's got a teddy bear. Good grief. Right, I think I'll stick with the ones I pulled out. And let's play around with this a little bit. Let's pull this in because I'm going to have to do art glittered glue on these anyway. Right. Trying to play with what is on this. He would need something to lean upon. Actually, let's take you out of there, put you in there because you look better there. Actually, is there something you can... That works because you look like you're leaning on there. That's too close to that lot. I wonder, does that look okay? I've got the little dog. I quite like the little dog down there. He's not feeling right. The others do feel right. I'm feeling there needs to be something here, but I feel it's not a child. So let's see if I can find an adult that looks like he works in industry. Or is a manager or a foreman or something. Actually, there's one there with a dog on it. There's 2 dogs on that page now. I think that will work. I think we'll do that. Maybe it's an Industrial Revolution statement I've just come up with. Who knows? Right, art glitter glue, definitely for Tim Holtz people. So let's get these stuck on here. And then I think we will definitely have finished. I have ordered more Tim Holtz paper dolls because I have not got a lot of them. Not that I need a huge amount of them, but I do tend to use them. Especially if I'm doing something period. And hopefully they'll arrive shortly. because I want to do a couple of new journals and I want to use them within it. So I've also ordered the Halloween version of paper dolls, which is going to arrive after Halloween, but when I'm in the mindset of Halloween, I might actually film something for next Halloween, because of course I can always schedule my videos, so then that means I've got something that can be released in a timely manner for next year. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm currently able to get 2 videos a week out to you guys. Sometimes it's a bit of a push, I freely admit that, but I'm managing to. And now I'm thinking I'd quite like to do 3 a week if I could, which is a bit of a stretch, but I think if I do my journal making challenge, which is going to be a monthly one for me, if I'm doing that, then that means it'll leave me time, because I won't be doing a weekly challenge, it'll be a monthly challenge, to do lots of shorter videos. So more techniques, more fun, more arty stuff, maybe tag making, background making. I'm going to have the 12x12 playlist on the go. I'm going to have the weekly challenge on the go. I'm going to be using up all book pages. That's going to be on the go. Have I stuck the dog down yet? No, he's stuck all by himself. Clever puppy. And then I want to do the jelly printing on here again. I want to do Etsy shares. I'm going to be doing, what else am I going to do? I'm doing monthly TV shows, so that means I can probably do a couple of the dems I would normally do on the TV. I could do for you as well. So there's a lot on. So I'm going to try in the new year to do 3 a month. Not sure I'm going to make it, but I'm going to try. Right, I'm going to add vintage photo to this as well, just to give it a real dark edge. I know we've already got black, and you would say, well, isn't black enough? It is, but the brown will take it to a whole nother level. As you can see, it's like this up here is just far too pale for me. But now it's taken it to a nice sort of look. Right, I think that was a good call, putting the Tim Holtz people on here. I think that sort of looks like almost an ode to Victoriana workhouses and child labour and all of that lot. It wasn't my intent to focus on that when I started, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Now, I could go in, obviously, and I could stamp in cogs and things like that, but I think it'd be overkill. I think we've done it, guys. Oh, that is incredibly white. That's not going to be there like that. So, and you could do with a bit of grunge. So I think we're going to leave that. I think we'll class that as done. So something mechanical, definitely. Something schematics, definitely. Something smooth, we've got smooth. Piece of newspaper, it's there. We know it's there. It's not hugely prominent, but that's fine. Handwriting, again, is there. Polka dots. Oh, there were polka dots. There were polka dots. We know they're on the page somewhere. Oh, there's one there. And then I just put other elements on. So I think we're done, guys. That was number 47. So let's see, 48, 49, 54. Only 5 more to do. Wow. Okay, almost at the end. And then I've got 2 bonus videos planned for this as well, but we'll see where we're going when I get to that. So last thing to do is, obviously, here's where you get me on social media or you find me. I'd love you to like, share, thumbs up, positive comments, subscribe. All of that would be absolutely fabulous. Be great to have you on the journey with me. And it's just up to me to say goodbye. And this is Ceri the Crafter. That's Ceri the Crafter, saying goodbye. Bye-bye now.